and welcome to Friday's video. So the first thing I would like you to do on your whiteboard or your piece of paper is have a look at these 4 different heights of children. I would like you to put them in descending order, so starting with the tallest and going down to the shortest. Pause the video here and have a go. Let's go through the answers. So the question is asking you to put them in descending order, but also, as you can see, some of the heights are in metres and some of the heights are in centimetres. So therefore, we've got to change them all to centimetres to make it easier. So 1 metre 45 in centimetres is 145 centimetres because 1 metre is 100 centimetres. And 1 metre 23 centimetres is 123 centimetres. That's your first job. Your second job is to put them in order. So let's start with the largest. So we've got 145 centimetres, 123 centimetres, 108 centimetres and 102 centimetres. There's your answer. Give it a tick if you got it right. Let's move on to today's learning. So today is the 26th of February 2021 and we are adding lengths today. So we can all add. We can all use our adding methods, our column addition methods and other things. But today we're not just adding numbers, we're adding lengths, okay? So there's going to be a lot of word problems. But remember, we are adding today, okay? So step 1 is to use addition methods. These are almost like a recap because we have done this before. We did it in autumn. So you can use those skills that you've learned in autumn to then answer these questions, okay? So there's lots of different ways to add numbers, whatever you think is best. But I'll probably be using column addition or just some other mental methods, okay? Step 2 is answering word problems. Now, word problems are hard because they don't always make it obvious what to do. So you have to really read the question carefully and think about what it's asking you to do. Step 3 is to answer problem-solving questions. That will be on your Chili Challenge and at the end of your worksheet. Let's move on to my turn. So, here is a word problem. And remember, we need to think we are adding today. Ron builds a tower, so imagine it, that is 14 centimetres tall. So we've got 14 centimetres for Ron's tower. Jack builds a tower that is 27 centimetres tall. So they've both got a tower. Ron puts his tower on top of Jack's tower. How tall is the tower altogether? So, to answer that question, we need to add up the amounts, how tall each tower is, okay? So we start off with Ron's tower. His is 14 centimetres. And then we need to add 27 centimetres, okay? We would probably need to do this in a column addition method. So we can see I have used column addition to work out my answer. So I've done 14, add 27. Oh, I've forgotten to put my add sign in. I need to put that in so that I remember. 14, add 27, and I've got the answer 41. So therefore, the tower is 41 centimetres altogether. So that is our answer. We need to remember to pop centimetres at the end because then the person who's marking it might think, oh, is that millimetres, is that centimetres, is that metres? So you need to make sure you're using the correct measurement. Let's move on to your turn. So you're going to have a go at this and then I'll go through the answer. But I'll read you the question first and then you can pause the video. Tommy needs to travel to his friend's house. He wants to take the shortest possible route. Which way should Tommy go? So, you've got Tommy's house, and here's his friend's house. So he can go one of 3 ways. He can go round this way, he can go round that way, or he can go round that way. Now, the only way to find out the shortest route is to add up the different amounts. Okay, so we've got 14 metres, add 57 metres, those 2, or those 2. See if you can work out the answer. Pause the video here and then we'll go through it together. So you should have paused the video. You can see that I have worked out the the different sums that we need to do to work out the answer. So I've said this is root 1, this is root 2, and this is root 3. Okay, they're all going from Tommy's house to his friend's house. Root 1 would be 14 add 57, and I've worked that answer of that is 71. Root 2 is 34 add 23 metres, and I've worked out that that would be 57 metres altogether. And root 3 would be 78 metres add 8 metres, and I've worked out that that is 86 metres altogether. So which way should Tommy go if he wants to go to the shortest amount? You're correct. He would go to root 2. That would be the answer, okay? Now there was quite a lot of steps in that one, so don't worry if you found it a bit tricky. We're going to go one more and then we're going to have a go on our own. So, the next question. Miss Nicholson measured the height of 4 children in her class. What is their total height? Now, you can see you're going to reach a problem because some of these measurements are in centimetres and some of these measurements are in metres. Before you can do anything, you are going to need to convert the ones in metres to centimetres. Pause the video here and then have a go. So, you can see I have worked out the answer as well. I used a column addition method to work this out. I think that would be the most appropriate method to use for this question because you've got four different things to add up and they're quite big numbers and they're not easy numbers to add up. Okay? So, the first thing I've done is I've converted all of the measurements into centimetres so that I can add them up. So I have converted this one into 111 centimetres and this one into 150 centimetres. I've then popped them all into a column, making sure I line up my ones, tens and hundreds, because obviously some of these have hundreds and some of these don't have hundreds, okay? And then I've added them all up and I have got 445 centimetres. For a chili challenge, can you tell me what that is in metres? You're right, 4 metres and 45 centimetres. So that means that if you put all of one of the children and then the other one that goes on top, all up to the sky, that would be 4 metres and 45 centimetres. Well done. Right, now it is your turn. So make sure a grown-up takes a picture of your learning and sends it into Class Dojo. Complete questions 1 to 4 of your worksheet for the mile challenge, and if you want to challenge yourself, complete the whole worksheet or our chili challenge problem solving questions. See you later.